Hey, what's up guys? This is Verions again, back with a new Minecraft guide. Y'all know that I love building the most efficient AFK zombie or skeleton XP farm in Minecraft to get your hands on those level 30 enchantments in no time, and of course also loot tons and tons of rotten flesh, bones and arrows while you're at it. Well, 1.18 got released recently for both Java and Bedrock, and here I am again with a new tutorial with my most efficient design yet, which is super simple to build, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it in survival. So guys, let's get right to it. Alright, so first off, what we're gonna need are obviously the items to actually build the XP farm. Since we're doing this one on survival, I recommend you guys to bring 2 water buckets to create an infinite water source. Of course, if you're doing this on creative, doesn't matter. If you want to automatically put all your items in chests, I think bringing a couple chests, I'm going with 5 for this build, is perfect. And obviously for that, you also need hoppers. For this configuration, we need 6. Also bring at least 5-ish signs. I'm going with a little bit extra always. The same with the kelp, we need at least 25. I'm going with 32. Then also some soul sand in order to build the water or bubble elevator. And I think for bedrock, you're gonna need to place dirt first, and then afterwards you replace it with soul sand. If you want to go easy with this build on survival, definitely make sure to bring exactly 25 gravel or sand or something, because it's easy to dig away. Then also a number of torches, because obviously we want to light up the place so no evil creatures can spawn. Optionally also bring some building blocks, but essentially you also need at least 6 slabs. Definitely make sure to bring those, and that, my friends, is pretty much everything you need for this build. It's very simple yet extremely efficient. So let's move on to the next step. The next thing you're gonna need is a mob spawner, and by the time you're watching this video, you've probably already found one. Anyways, I found a skeleton spawn pretty close to my zombie spawner, and this is exactly where I'm gonna build this new XP farm. So here we are. This is where I found mine, pretty low on the Y level, so I already made a little bubble elevator. I already dug out the place a little bit to save some time, but basically what you're gonna have to do is create a 9 by 9 by 9 room. So let me explain with a couple blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the side, 1, 2, 3, 4 down, and of course also 4 up. And then you basically have the most efficient area for the skeletons or zombies to spawn in. Definitely make sure it's either one of those two. Other spawners won't work. So now that we've dug out this entire space, we can start working on the farm itself. And for that, we also need a killing room. And I made this one exactly right here, right next to my bubble elevator. Let me just light up the place a little bit. We'll make it a lot better. But basically, this room right here is the spawning room. So the zombies or skeletons will spawn right here. They will automatically travel to a bubble elevator. We'll take them all the way up to a certain Y level. Then they will pretty much drop down right here with 1 more HP left, so you can easily take him down with your sword. So we're gonna start making our infinite water source. I'm gonna just place it right here in the killing room, because we don't want to have water in the other room. And you're gonna put your water in right here. Just make sure to fill up your buckets. And next step, you want to build some blocks on the opposite side of the elevator. So basically we're gonna place water right here, and the water will flow to the other side. So right here, you're gonna dig out a height of 3, and look at that, we just got our hands on some redstone. As you can see, we just revealed a cave system. This is very important, guys. If you have open spaces next to your spawner, make sure to light them up with your candles, because otherwise the mobs can also spawn outside of your XP farm, and this will make it less efficient. So make sure to light up everything so the mobs won't spawn in right here. I'm also gonna close it down right now, so no mobs can enter the spawner. But right now you should have something like this. So on the place where you want the water flowing from, you have this row of blocks, and on the opposite side you have a gap 1 deep, 3 high. Right now we're gonna dig it out 2 more blocks deep, because this is gonna be our trench where the mobs will fall into, and then they will travel to the bubble elevator. I'm also making this one 2 deep on the side, so this is basically where we're gonna make sure that the mobs go up and then take the fall damage. And this side right here, you want to place another block. I'm just using a different color to let you guys know exactly what it looks like. So right now we're gonna start placing the water, and the mobs should start traveling to the trench right here. Make sure that you have all the 9 water buckets placed exactly right there, and make sure to refill it so you have enough water forever. And we're gonna place another water bucket exactly right there in the corner. So right now we have our 9 water behind us and we are automatically traveling to this trench. So basically if the mobs spawn in, they will slowly drop down into this thing and then automatically go to the elevator, which we're gonna build right now. So this right here is pretty much the block where the mobs will stop traveling. But once more mobs spawn in, they will push each other right into the elevator, which we're gonna build exactly right here. Obviously, we want the water to stop flowing if we place it upwards. So basically what you're gonna do is take out your signs and place them all the way to the top. So we prevent the water from flowing this way and interfere with the current. Right here though, I think on Bedrock you have to place a dirt block first, but on Java we're gonna need a soul sand block in order to make the bubble elevator happen. And right now you're gonna take out your gravel or sand blocks, exactly 25, and we're gonna use those to tower all the way up. At the same time, you also want to make a little trench going forward, because this one right here will indicate where our mobs will pretty much fall down. So right now we want to go and check out our killing room, because this is the one which we're going to connect, of course, with the elevator itself and the drop shaft. So we have this one exactly right here. We're going to dig down and bam, there you go. This is going to be the place where the mobs will drop into. So basically what you're going to do is make this one a little bit lower to make it the same height as the falling platform. The soul sand right there, so this is where the mobs will go up. And now we need 1, 2, 3 blocks, and exactly right here, this is where the mobs will fall down. I'm just going to use a different color of blocks so we know exactly where the mobs go up and down. So basically we need to make this a length of total of 3. And right now we're going to take out some deep slate blocks and cover everything and make sure that no other mobs can spawn outside. So we're just gonna jump down right here. Of course, the candles will prevent the mobs from spawning. Make sure to keep them right there. You don't need many, only around the spawner itself will be enough. So right now I'm gonna take out my gravel and we're gonna place 25 blocks underneath us and keep digging up. The reason why we're using gravel or sand is because obviously we can easily dig them away. And if you have exactly 25, you can count how many blocks you have to go up. And then of course it's going to be super easy to remove them afterwards, because we're going to have to replace them with water in the end. Okay, bad luck, seems like we found some water right here. So we are in a cave system. Okay, so now that we've got the mobs and the water out of the way, we can continue building our bubble elevator. This is the bubble elevator which leads all the way down to our spawner, which is right there, by the way. But let's continue. So I had my gravel right there. We're going to place 1, 2 more blocks, and then we want to continue with 2 forward. And this is going to be the place where we're going to drop down. Also 25 blocks. So right now we want to make sure that we close up this entire space so no other mobs can enter this one. So right now you should have a place that looks a little bit like this. Make sure it's 3 high, so every time when the mobs go all the way up with the bubble elevator, they don't bump their heads on top of the ceiling. And yeah, just in case, you're going to place a torch right there and on this side, just to light up the space a little bit. And since, of course, this is the place where we're going to go up, you want to make sure they go down right here. But in order to prevent water from flowing in, we're going to place a sign. Right now, you're going to dig out 1 of the gravel. Right here, we're going to place a water bucket. So this is going to be our infinite water source. Right now we're going to dig down all those blocks. It's going to be so much easier if you have Aqua Affinity with you. So you can just stand on these blocks and dig them down a lot easier. So we just made it all the way to the bottom. Of course, for this, I recommend you to get your hands on Respiration 3, because otherwise you're gonna take some damage. But in order to prevent that, of course, you can always place down a sign to stop the water from flowing and continue digging downwards. And every time when you clear up some space, you just break your sign and place it a little bit lower to always prevent the flowing. Anyways, right now we are all the way to the bottom. And I think right now, if you are on Bedrock, replace your dirt with the soul sand would make this one work right off the bat. But for Java, you need the kelp, and we're gonna place it all the way to the top. This will replace all the flowing water with water source blocks, so you can have a working bubble elevator. After that, you're also going to place water right on top of it, so it will make us go down into this drop shaft. Right now, you want to go 25 blocks down as well, so we can get into our killing room. So yeah, we landed exactly on the dirt block where we needed to be. Right now, this is pretty much operational. Of course, we want to double check if the bubble elevator is working like a charm. So we're going to break the kelp and you can see that it is already going up with the bubbles. So we're just gonna stand in right here and whoops, we go all the way up. And then of course we fall down. Don't try this at home, guys, if you don't have feather falling, but this is pretty much what we're doing. I think we deserved a little snack right now. Nom 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 nom. Anyways, back to the spawner. Right now we can pretty much get rid of these torches. And then the skeletons should start spawning in. So we're just gonna break every single one of them. And of course we want to make sure that there is no light connected to this one. But as you can see, one skeleton already just spawned in. Of course, if you're standing at this very place, the skeletons will prevent each other from going up. So basically what you want to do is move out line of sight and just stand right here and see the magic happen. Look at that, the skeleton just fell all the way down and instantly got crushed. Same with this guy. So right now the drop is a little bit too high. So what you're gonna do is take out your slabs and we're gonna place them exactly right there, because below that we're gonna make our hoppers, but this should prevent the mobs from getting one hit killed by the drop. Look at that. Right now you can pretty much hit them with your fists and they will instantly die. So it's gonna be so much easier to instantly take them down with one swing of your sword, especially if you have sweeping edge, because it will allow you to take down every single mob with only one swing of your sword. And of course the looting will give you extra bones and arrows, sometimes also some armor. So right now we can use some different blocks, of course, to decorate the place a little bit. The first thing, the most important thing is, of course, to make sure that the mobs cannot hit this. So you should just place 6 blocks exactly like so. And there you have it. So right now we can just hit the mobs, collect the loot and the experience, but obviously with one single space, this is not going to be super efficient, because at a certain point the skeletons will take suffocation damage because they are with too many on one single space. So basically what you want to do is dig out 5 more blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like so, and we're gonna put slabs on every single one of them so they have 6 times more space to stand on. And right now, of course, you want to dig out all the rest, so the skeletons can divide each other onto those different spaces, so you can have even more standing on this platform before they start taking suffocation damage, so you can AFK more and take more experience. Below the skeletons, we want to make the hoppers pop up. So basically what I'm going to do is dig out these boys, and we're going to start placing our chests. So we've got 5 in total. We're going to place 2 chests on this side, also 2 on this side. And you can later on place one in the middle, which you can use in order to sort your items. You can even build an automatic sorting system. But guys, that's for later. We're just going to make a very simple farm right now. So basically you want to crouch right now, put your hopper straight into the chest, same for this one, and we're gonna repeat that 2 times, so we pretty much have all the loot going from both slabs into the chest. And in order to make it equally divided, we're gonna place another hopper in right there, and we're gonna place one to the right this time. So right now, the loot from the middle also get transported to the hoppers, which will always lead to the chest. And right now, we can close this up right here, put 1 chest in the middle, which we can use for other storage, like for example, the items, which I am wearing right now. Of course, before the farm is fully operational, we're gonna close this up, so there is no light at all traveling to the mob spawner, so it will have its maximum efficiency. So right now we are pretty much done, guys. This is everything you need in order to build a perfect AFK zombie or skeleton XP farm, and yeah, we can start killing these bad boys. One swing of the sword kills most of the skeletons. Sometimes they're in the corners, so I'm just gonna make sure I kill every single one of them. Okay, so we've killed every single skeleton. We're currently on 35. We're gonna AFK for a couple minutes, grab a cup of coffee quickly, and return to see how many skeletons we can gather in here. We're gonna kill every single one of them and see how much loot and experience we can get our hands on. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's start the killing. So we're gonna slash with our sweeping edge and of course the looting to gather all the experience, all these items. Sometimes they are hugging the corner, so you can tell that it is a little bit more annoying to kill them, but we're gathering a lot of XP right here. We've went from 35 to 38. in just a couple minutes. So if you're starting from level 0, you will be able to hit level 30 in no time. So in the hopper, you can tell that we're gathering quite some items right here. They're also stacking up. We've got a ton of bones and arrows, same with this one. But yeah, that is about it, guys. A big thanks for watching. Definitely make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed watching this one. It helps me out big time. And of course, if you're new right here, don't hesitate to subscribe. It is entirely free. And of course, there is a lot more coming your way. Right now, though, it is 4 AM out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have an awesome day. Take care. Peace.